Okay, the sentence given here suggests that arrogance in others causes us to respond in two different ways. One kind of response is timidity and self-doubt, and the other is just the very opposite of it. And therefore, the opposite of this response would be that it stimulates arrogance in us, it activates arrogance in us, it triggers arrogance in us. So therefore, the blank here should be filled by something like activate, and therefore this word fits into the first blank, activates. Plummets means reduce, and therefore option B can be eliminated, because if I say that there are two different kinds of responses, one is decrease in arrogance in us and the other is timidity and self-doubt, then the two kind of responses are not opposed to each other, right? Option C says flares, whereas the correct phrasal verb to be used in this context should be flare up, right? In others, arrogance in other flares up arrogance in us, mean the arrogance in us would be it causes arrogance in us to erupt, or therefore option C can also be eliminated because it is grammatically incorrect. Option D says nurtures. Now, arrogance in others nurtures the arrogance in us. Now, the word nurtures is used in positive context. For example, my father nurtured my love for art. Right? Nurture means to help to encourage the development of something positive. Right? Whereas here in this context, arrogance is something negative. Therefore, option D, nurture, which is positive, can be eliminated, and therefore we are left with option A. Now let's look at the second blank. Second blank says, the second sentence says, confronted with arrogance we might erupt indignantly, or we might lapse into dwelling piteously on our limitations. So we take pity on our, we feel a sense of self-pity because of the limitations that we sense because of that results from others' arrogance, right? So which makes complete sense. It is opposed to the first response that is either we erupt indignantly or we piteously dwell on our limitations, right? So therefore option A makes complete sense in this particular sentence and is therefore the correct answer.